Let me ask you something, and I need you to answer it with all honesty. If death is unavoidable, if every human being must pass through it, then why does the Bible quietly record a man who walks out of reality without dying? It never explains where he went. No funeral, no witnesses, no return. Just this line: he was not, for God took him. Now listen carefully, because the question is not where he went. The question is, what did he discover that made death irrelevant? And if that is true, then this is not just a story. This concerns you more than you think. If you are familiar with the Bible, Genesis 5 is a graveyard. Names after name, life after life, then the same conclusion. And he died, and he died, and he died. That ends all of them. It's almost mechanical, predictable, until suddenly the pattern breaks. And Enoch walked with God, and he was not, for God took him. No explanation, no translation, just interruption. Now imagine this. One day Enoch is walking, not performing miracles, not preaching, just walking with God. Then he doesn't come back. No body, no trace, just absence. Now fast forward, another man, Elijah. This one is loud, explosive, visible. Fire falls when he speaks. Kings fear him. And then a chariot of fire, and Elijah went up by a whirlwind. Not death, just extraction. Two men, different lives, same endings, or should I say no ending. Now if you are thinking deeply, you should already feel this tension, because scriptures also say it is appointed unto man once to die. So which is it? Do all men die, or do some bypass it? Now let's handle this properly without guessing. Text before assumption. Notice what the text does not say. It does not say Enoch went to heaven. It says God took him. That's intentional. The Bible removes location to force you to focus on relationship. Enoch walks with God. That is the key. In Hebrew thought, walk is not just movement. It is alignment, consistency, a life synchronized with God, not just occasional prayers, not emergency spirituality, a conscious state. Now think carefully. Death is a separation from God, and the man lives in uninterrupted alignment with God. Then where does separation enter? This is where it gets uncomfortable, because most people think Enoch escaped death because God favored him, but the text doesn't say that. The text emphasizes on just one thing: his walk, which means this is not arbitrary, it is a result. Let's go even deeper. Death is a consequence, not just an event. The scripture says the wages of sin is death. So death is tied to a condition, not biology. Now ask yourself, what if Enoch's life reached a state where the condition that produces death was no longer determinant? That will mean he didn't escape death, he outgrew it. And now this is what most people don't really say. Enoch lived before the time of the law, before the priesthood era, before sacrificial system came to be. That means no temple, no ritual, no structured worship, yet he achieved something most structured religion still cannot explain. He did not rely on a system to reach God. He simply developed a state of being. Now compare this to Elijah. Elijah operates in power, authority, fire. But Enoch operates in continuity. No dramatic miracles recorded, just a consistent walk. Here is the shocking implication. Power can move heaven, but alignment can merge with it. Let us think for a minute. And that is why Elijah is taken in a moment. Enoch is taken as a result. Now consider even this deeper possibility. What if being taken was not an event, but the final stage of a process already happening? Meaning, Enoch didn't disappear. He had been gradually transforming until earth could no longer contain the reality he lives in. Now, let me bring this to you directly because this is where most people really disconnect. You read this story and think, well, that's Enoch, that's Elijah, that's not me. But that is not how Scripture presents it. Hebrews says, by faith, Enoch was translated, not by title. In fact, there are too many people with titles today without mantle. Not by position, but simply by faith. So the real question is not, can this happen again? The real question is, what kind of life produces this outcome? Because if Enoch teaches anything, this is it. Your spiritual life is not measured by moments, but by continuity. Not how powerful your prayers are, but how consistent your alignment is. You don't accidentally walk with God. You choose it daily, quietly, repeatedly. And the more consistent that walk is, the less control separation has over your life. So, here is the question I want you to ponder on, and you don't need to answer it quickly. If a human being can reach a level of alignment with God where death loses its hold, then what exactly is death? An event or a limitation of spiritual distance? If Enoch was not an exception, but a glimpse of what is possible, then the real question is, are we waiting to die, or have we simply not learned how to truly work? Give this video a like if you gained some new insight, and subscribe to this channel now to get more. And God bless you as you do that. I'll see you in the next video. And don't forget, let love guide you, not fear.